The sun beats down on the baked earth of the South American floodplain, a world where the heat ripples through the air, blurring the horizon into a mirage of shimmering light and dust. Here, in the shadow of towering grasses that sway like ancient sentinels, a civilization stirs, one as complex, ruthless, and efficient as any empire built by human hands. Beneath the surface of the cracked soil, a vibration begins, a subtle tremor that signals the awakening of a sleeping giant, not of flesh and bone, but of chitin and chemical fury. This is the domain of the fire ant, the Solenopsis invicta, a creature born of fire and earth, whose very name whispers a warning to all who tread too close to their hidden fortresses. The ground erupts, not with the chaos of a landslide, but with the organized, frantic energy of thousands. They spill forth from the mound, a living river of crimson and black, pouring over the lip of their earthen citadel. The mound itself is a marvel of engineering, a honeycomb of hardened soil designed to regulate temperature, humidity, and airflow. A climate-controlled bunker that can withstand scorching droughts and torrential floods. But today, the colony is not retreating. It is expanding. The air is thick with pheromones, invisible chemical signals that scream orders, directions, and alarms. A complex language of sense that binds the colony into a single cohesive superorganism. Leading the charge are the workers, sterile females who are the lifeblood of the empire. They are small, yet their strength is disproportionate. Their resolve unshakable. Watch as they navigate the forest of grass blades, moving with a singular purpose. Their mandibles, jagged and strong, are ready to crush, to tear, to build. They are the foragers, the soldiers, the nannies, and the builders. Among them, larger ants move with a heavier gait. The majors, their heads enlarged, packed with muscle to power crushing jaws. They are the heavy infantry, deployed when the colony faces a threat that the smaller workers cannot overwhelm with sheer numbers. The target today is a fallen beetle, a leviathan compared to the individual ants, lying prone in the dust. It is a treasure trove of protein, vital fuel for the colony's insatiable hunger. The first scout makes contact, tapping the beetle's hard shell with her antennae. She confirms the prize and immediately releases a recruitment pheromone, a chemical beacon that cuts through the noise of the world. Within seconds, the trickle of ants becomes a torrent. They swarm over the beetle, finding purchase on its slick armor. There is no hesitation, no fear. They are driven by an instinct honed over millions of years of evolutionary warfare. But this world is not empty. A sudden shadow falls over the feast. A phorid fly, a tiny, nimble predator, hovers above the fray. To us, it is a speck of dust. To the ants, it is a dragon. The fly dives, seeking to implant an egg into the thorax of a worker. The ants react instantly. They posture, raising their abdomens, mandibles gaping, threatening the aerial attacker. Some retreat into the safety of the grass, while others stand their ground, willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. The fly strikes, a blur of motion, and a worker falls, stunned. The colony does not mourn. The mission continues. The beetle is dismantled, piece by piece carried back to the mound in a procession of triumph. Deep inside the mound, far below the baking sun, the queen rests. She is the heart of the colony, the mother of millions. Bloated with eggs, she is a living factory, laying hundreds, sometimes thousands of eggs every single day. She is tended to by a retinue of workers who groom her, feed her, and carry away the precious eggs to the nursery chambers. Here in the cool dark, the future of the colony rides in the form of pale, helpless larvae. They are hungry, demanding food with silent, gaping mouths. The workers regurgitate liquid nutrients, a primal transfer of energy that sustains the next generation. The cycle of life here is accelerated, intense, from egg to larva, to pupa, to adult, a metamorphosis that takes place in the hidden chambers of the mound. The pupae,
As the
resembling
exoskeleton
ghostly,
hardens and
motionless
the eyes darken,
statues of ants,
the pupa struggles
are on the verge of
intensely,
awakening.
finally cracking
Their eyes
the pupa's
darken,
skin to emerge.
their exoskeletons harden, until finally they twitch and struggle, free from their pupal skins, assisted by their sisters. They emerge pale and soft, callows who will soon darken and join the workforce, adding their strength to the empire. But the fire ant is not content to simply survive. It is driven to conquer. They are invasive, aggressive, displacing native species with a ruthless efficiency. We see them encountering a rival colony of black garden ants. The clash is inevitable. The fire ants do not posture for long. They attack. They latch onto the legs of their enemies, stinging repeatedly. Their venom, composed of solenopsin alkaloids, burns like fire, hence their name. It creates a burning sensation, necrotic pustules on human skin, but to a fellow insect, it is a neurotoxic death sentence. The battle is chaotic, a microscopic war zone of grappling limbs and venomous stings. The fire ants, smaller but more aggressive, overwhelm their opponents. They do not just defeat them, they raid the enemy nest, stealing larvae to be consumed as food. It is a brutal zero-sum game of survival. As the season changes, the sky darkens. The dry heat gives way to the ominous rumble of thunder. The rainy season arrives, not with a whimper, but with a deluge. The baked earth drinks greedily at first, but soon the water rises. The floodplain becomes a lake. For most ground-dwelling creatures, this is the end. But for the fire ants, it is merely another challenge to be overcome. As the water floods the tunnels, the colony does not panic. They evacuate. In a display of collective intelligence that defies imagination, the ants link their bodies together. Mandibles grip legs, tarsal claws hook onto other claws. They form a living raft. The queen is placed safely in the center, protected by layers of workers. The brood is carried to the top. This biological barge floats on the surface of the rising waters. It is watertight, buoyant, and unsinkable. The ants on the bottom layer are submerged, trapping air bubbles against their bodies to breathe, rotating with those on top to avoid drowning. They drift with the current, a floating island of stinging fury, waiting for the waters to recede or for the raft to snag on high ground. Weeks pass. The raft encounters debris, survives fish attacks, and endures the battering of rain. Finally, the waters lower. The raft makes contact with a tree trunk. The living bonds dissolve. The colony flows onto the solid wood, exhausted but alive. Immediately, they begin to dig. A new mound rises, a testament to their resilience. The queen is ushered into the first hastily dug chamber. She begins to lay. The cycle restarts. The fire ant is a paradox, a pest, a plague, a destroyer of ecosystems, yet undeniably a masterpiece of nature. They are a superorganism where the individual means nothing and the colony means everything. They have conquered continents, crossed oceans, and defied eradication efforts. They are survivors, warriors, builders, and conquerors. As the sun sets, casting long shadows over the new mound, the workers continue their ceaseless toil. They are the fire that burns beneath the earth, an enduring flame of life that will not be extinguished. And as the night falls, the silence of the plains is deceptive, for beneath the soil, the empire never sleeps.